Hello, hello! On tonight's show, Mike is going to show us the winners of Cover Combat 9, Round 1B, and the next combatants in Round 2 of Xcellar versus the World Edition. Welcome to your favorite cover comic art loving combat simulating live stream Cover Combat by Xcellar Comics. I, of course, am your fourth or fifth favorite podcasting host. The other three are in the room. And first up is Patrick.
A good combat day to you, sir.
Good combat day to you. And then, of course, the man with the plan, Mike.
Hey, good Monday to everybody.
Hey. And then we've got our regular special guest with us tonight here again, Johnny.
Hey, guys.
What's up, Johnny?
What's up? And then, of course, last but not least, we've got the awesome background production of none other than Karen.
You say like he's one of those one-name artists.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys could tell, but that kind of went a little sticky, and it was because I didn't have any of my stuff brought. I usually have it like hovering right over what I'm going to hit once I greet everyone, but I was finding it while I was greeting. That's why if it seemed a little unprofessional, and all the other nights are perfect, this was the first time that's ever happened. So, forgive me.
I sensed a hint of panic.
It was a little panicky. Yeah. Okay, cool. We've got a bunch more covers to kick out of this competition, and then we see the first two rounds of winners match up. So then the new round will be nothing but covers that have already won once already. So this is an exciting show, right, Pat?
It is exciting.
Yeah. Karen agrees. All right, without further ado, I will put the screen up, Mike. You are ready to go.
All right. And the great thing is no matter how many or no matter what covers we have eliminated every week, the next matchups always have the most uncanny combinations.
That's one of my favorite parts, definitely. Yeah.
So we still have those.
Awesome.
Yep. All right. As we all remember, we're going to start here with the Punisher Armory from Jim Lee versus Blade #1, Elena Casagrande. And the winner here had 65% of the vote.
Okay, that doesn't help at all. I could see this going either way for sure.
Yep. We're going to go through our ideas first.
How do we usually do it? We skip a week and everything's forgotten.
Yeah,
right?
I think we talk about it now because then they're both up on the screen.
Oh, that's true. I think maybe we did it wrong last time because there was such a big gap. And yeah, okay. So
we started it and then we adjusted.
Honestly, since we skipped a week too, these were so close to me. I don't remember which one I picked. So that'll tell you what I have to say about these two.
Yeah, and that's going to be hard for me to find because I typed it all up, so my page votes on it is. I have it. But anyway, so you don't remember what you
No, I don't remember. No. I like them both equally.
I went with Blade because, like I said, I don't like the border of Punisher Armory. If it had just been Punisher, that would have been great. You voted for Blade, Kevin.
I voted for Blade as well. Okay. It was probably your cell that influenced me. Okay, good job, Mike.
What's up, Pat?
I also voted for Blade. You know, I'm a big Jim Lee fan, but that cover just doesn't do much for me. Again, we talked about the border issue. That Blade cover is just more dynamic, and I think so. I went with Blade.
Yep.
Is it unanimous, John?
No, it is not.
Uh-oh.
I went with Punisher. That was one of that series. Those Jim Lee covers on that series were some of the first cover buys I ever bought, just for the cover, because I didn't give one care about what was in there inside the book, because that was boring to me. Learning about his weapons, I didn't care about that. But I love those covers. I love the Jim Lee Punisher.
Okay. And that's all this is about, is the cover, so that's a perfect fit.
Yep. All right, let's see who got it. See who's starting off the right way this week. It is Blade number 1.
Nice. I totally forgot about that kid, so I forgot how much I missed him.
Oh, okay. I can't hear him on my end for whatever reason this week.
Oh, man, you're missing out.
No.
You have to make sure
I'm not missing out. I heard the kid 1,000 times.
That's true. Okay.
Because I set it all up and then I go through and make sure it's all good.
Right.
I actually thought about not doing it, but I'm like, I don't know. Kevin seemed to get a kick out of it.
Thanks, man.
All right, so there we go. Blade number 1. Elena, I don't know if it's Elena or Elena Casagrande, moving forward.
R.I.P. Jim Lee.
Just the cover. Hey, look, it's
Yeah,
Jim Lee again. So we've got Batman 614 from Jim Lee versus Wonder Woman 96, Brian Bolland. The winner here, 57% of the vote.
This one, I'm gonna have to say the same thing before. I would guess I probably went with 614, but I can't really say that for sure because I am just not a Joker fan, and so obviously both these covers are all about Joker, and that makes me not really feel that much for either one of them. So I could see my vote going either way.
614.
Okay. So I just went with the artist. Because he's definitely, I like him more than Brian Bolland. So,
yep. I went with Wonder Woman. You get more of the scene in Wonder Woman, and it's Brian Bolland. It's hard for me to vote against him, as I always say.
Yeah, fan of both artists, but to me that's one of the lesser Brian Bolland covers. So I went with Jim Lee here.
I went with Brian Bolland. He draws my favorite Joker. That's not the best depiction of him that I've ever seen. Killing Joke was, but I didn't like Jim Lee's. That was probably my least favorite Hush cover. I didn't like his Joker at all.
okay, so it's a split.
Split. All right.
Did you say the percentage? Did you say the percentage on these?
Yeah, 57%.
Yeah, so that makes sense. We're right in line with the voters. Okay.
Yep. All right, here we go. And the winner moving forward is Wonder Woman 96. I don't know if I'm talking over that kid or not.
Yeah, a little bit. You're doing it a good time. Yeah.
There's the studio audience. I was wondering if they were going to find it.
Well, they didn't feel anything about Punisher versus Blade, but they love Wonder Woman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Congrats, Wonder Woman submitter.
Yep. I'm happy with that one. I'm doing pretty good for now. All right. Next up, Marvel's number 4 from Alex Ross versus DC Horror Sergeant Rock versus the Army of the Dead from Gary Frank. The winner had, once again, 57% of the vote. Another close one.
That checks out for me. And once again, but I'm not going to cop out and say I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I ended up going with the Sergeant Rock, but I love both of these.
Yes, you did, Sergeant Rock.
Okay. Just because the Sergeant Rock one is, I actually like maybe the character art that is on the Marvels a little better, but the Sergeant Rock cover overall is cooler too. So that's what I went. Yeah.
Yeah, I went with Marvels. That's one of my favorite covers. I love all four of those. Actually, all five if you count issue 0.
Yeah.
It's actually really good as well. I do love Gary Frank and that Sergeant Rock, those books. But I went with the Alex Ross.
Yeah, it's a great Sergeant Rock cover, but my nostalgia for Marvels won out here. I voted for Alex Ross.
We are once again split. I went with Sergeant Rock. I'm shocked that Mike didn't go with the war comic with also zombies.
Right. Me too, a little bit. Yeah.
Like everything Mike likes, and he voted against it. But it's a reflection cover on the Marvel. I want to go with that.
Yeah.
I didn't really like Alex Ross's Goblin. Like he just looks too plain to me, and he just sort of looks like Alex Ross. I don't know. I think Goblin needs to be exaggerated more, and that's not his style. Obviously he sort of tries to be realistic. I also thought, I remember when I saw that the very first time, I thought, I didn't even think that looked like Goblin at all, because I don't know, something about the way his hood looks. It doesn't look like it has that point on it, because you can't really see it. And he kind of looks like old school Drax. I never really cared that much about that Marvels one, but that Sergeant Rock cover's great for me.
Yeah. All right.
Let's see. 57% of the vote. It's Marvel's number 4, Alex Ross beating Sergeant Rock in the zone.
Hey, gum, I'm one for 2. I would have thought that could have possibly been one of your submissions because everything Johnny said, Mike. Actually, that Sergeant Rock, that could have been your submission. Yeah,
maybe it was, and I voted against it.
That's possible. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That'll be crazy with the one and done show, though. But hey, that'd be cool too because you're just sticking with your integrity. Nice.
Right. It wasn't mine.
Okay.
All right. Next up, Captain America 289 from Mike Zeck versus Hawkman number 6, Richard Howell. The winner here, 60% of the vote.
Okay. Yeah. This is, I didn't realize this was so close for me throughout, or, at least this far, obviously, because there's too much going on in the Captain America cover for my taste to really love that. And then I don't really care for the way that Hawk Girl looks, although I am a Hawkman fan, but but I think I probably ultimately just landed on a character pick with Captain America, I'd guess.
Yeah, you did Captain America. I went with Hawkman for the similar reasons on the Captain America. The Editor's Month, some of those covers were kind of silly, but this one's just too busy for me. I like Cap. I like the way, he looks kind of, I don't know. Is he wearing a bikini? Son of a gun. But I just noticed. But I like Hawkman. I like that one a lot.
I want Hawkman here too. Love Mike Zeck. Love Mike Zeck's Captain America. I love the fact that he drew Captain America going away from us in the corner box. Those assistant editor month books are hit or miss on stuff. This one's just a little too much for me. So I went Hawkman.
Everything Patrick just said, it's hard, honestly, to get me to vote against Mike Zeck. Usually, especially Captain America. That's like one of my favorite Captain Americas, if not my favorite. But I love that Hawkman series. I love that Hawk Girl, or Hawk Woman, as maybe she was right then.
All right, so I stand alone on this one. Okay.
Yep. And it was 60% for the winner. So let's see if we're with the 60 or if you're with the 60 there, Kevin.
Whoa!
Yeah, go.
Hawkman number 6. Moving forward. Dang, I haven't missed one yet.
I've only gotten one.
My day's
That's
coming.
fine.
All right, next up. Amazing Spider-Man 39, John Romita versus Deadpool number 1, Kari Andrews. Another close one here, 57% of the vote.
Yeah, I'm 99% sure I went amazing on this one. I love some parts of that Deadpool, and I got issues with parts of that Deadpool, so I think I just went with the safe bet with that ASM.
Yeah, you did. I went ASM as well. You're right. I mean, these two are just, the contrast is so great. There's so much going on in Deadpool. That Amazing Spider-Man is so slick and clean.
Yeah.
That nice blue sky. Yeah, it's just, that's a great cover.
I feel like the old school guys here probably all went Amazing Spider.
Yeah, probably.
There's just, yeah, it's too much on the Kari Andrews cover for me.
What'd you do, John?
Yeah, it's unanimous. But Amazing Spider-Man to me is one of the best covers of all time. So it's tough to beat. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So we're all unanimous again. It's obviously we're right again. So.
Well, this was close. 57% this is one of the closer ones. All those young kids, those darn kids, vote for Deadpool. All right.
Whoa! Whoa!
There we go. Amazing Spider-Man 39. Close one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Finally got my second one. I'm going to run the table now.
Get out of here, Deadpool. Man, both of my kids all the time. I know I can't watch it, but I really want to watch Deadpool. Like, you're right. You can't.
Yep.
Every time I just reiterate, you're right. You can't.
No, they can't. You just say you can, though, just in 7 years.
Yeah, not yet. All right, there we go. Amazing Spider-Man. Next up, Spawn 34 from Greg Capullo versus Crisis number 1, George Perez. Here we go. This one tied for one of the closest margins of victory. 52% of the vote went to the winner.
Well, I'm going to say it seemed like that comment disgusted Patrick a little bit, but I'm going to say that I actually can see how that could be because, you know, I ultimately believe I went Crisis, but it was tough for me because I like Capullo and like Spawn a lot, but the fact that it's Violator, I'm not a Violator fan, so I, went Crisis. And I mean, that's a great cover, obviously, classic. So,
Yep. Yeah, you went Crisis. I went Spawn. I like the Crisis. It's just everybody's so small.
That's surprising. That's wow. Okay.
How could you, Mike?
Patrick's gonna have a talking to you after this is over.
Yeah, this was one of the easiest ones of this round for me. I never liked Violator, and you take into account that the whole entire cover of Crisis number 1, which I kind of did. I can't help it, and it's just it tells the whole story of Crisis basically there in the cover, and
yeah,
it's so well done, even though there's a lot going on there.
I don't particularly like the clown either. I mean, like the character. But I do think that's a good cover. I don't think it's, the cover. It's fine. It's a good cover of him. I just don't like the character, but it is a good cover. But yeah, it's not going to be Crisis for me. And same thing. Like, I wish you could see the whole thing with the Crisis, but yeah, I still easily voted for that one.
All right, I'm all by my lonesome.
you are.
Should be.
All right. Well, either 52%
Yeah.
are with me or 48% are with me. It's pretty close.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Let's see who the winner was.
Whoa!
Devastating.
Oh man. Oh, geez.
Thanks, Mike.
Fun.
Yeah, with it being so close, your vote is what put it over the edge, Mike. It's all you. It's all on
No,
you.
All
I-
on Mike.
I voted first. My
Okay,
vote didn't.
gotcha.
I make sure my votes are first, so I'm not sitting there going, "Oh, tiebreaker. That's going to be hard."
Yeah. I was just doing math, not that you
I know.
voted. Yeah.
But there we go.
Yeah, it's a good cover, like Johnny said. It's fine cover. It's just
Yeah, still good cover. I don't hate it.
All right. Next up, Daredevil #1 from Scotty Young versus Gotham City Sirens #2 from Gilliam March. And this one, just like the last one, 52% of the vote went to the winner.
Yeah, that makes sense. Although I ultimately went Sirens on this one. I remember this because my lone factor is just that Daredevil. I mean, I'm a Scotty Young fan, but that background's just a little bit too plain. It's the opposite. I need that perfect fit of enough, but not too little, not too much. So.
That's so funny you say that.
And I love the reflections in the Sirens as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I like March's artwork. I like that cover, except for her right hand. It's just weird. I'm sure maybe it works. In reality, I just don't like it. But the Daredevil, I love the buildings. I think they're fantastic. So I went with Daredevil.
Okay.
Yeah, I went with Daredevil as well. I think there were some good covers out of that Gotham City Sirens, but I just don't like that one. It's really forced perspective, but there's something about it. I don't know, the highlighting of the colors and too much purple or something. So yeah, Daredevil for me. Character choice too. Daredevil is going to win out over Catwoman for me.
Yeah.
Well, it's a split vote again. I went with the reflection this time. I do like that Daredevil cover, actually, though. Like of Scotty Young's, I have trouble taking him seriously. But I like the background in that. I like actually the layout a lot. But I still ended up going with Gotham City Sirens.
All right. Split again.
But again, and this was close, just like we are. 52%. The winner going to
Whoa!
Daredevil #1 and Scotty Young.
That was probably tough for Karen. Yeah, obviously a Scotty Young fan and a big Scotty Young and a big Catwoman fan. So yeah.
Yep.
She's sad. She's sad.
All right. Next up, sorry, I get sidetracked there. Next up, we have Amazing Spider-Man 325 from Todd McFarlane versus Batman 453 from Mike Mignola. The winner here, 55% of the vote. Very close.
Yeah, that's that checks out for me here too. I ultimately went Todd with the ASM, but I really like that Batman as well. But it was just, and that ASM isn't one of my favorites of Todd's. It's really busy as well, but that's what ultimately won out for me.
Yeah, I went with Batman because you're right. The Spider-Man is very busy. I'm not a big fan of those kind of collage type covers. I think the layout has to be really it's just more difficult, so it doesn't get too cluttered. And I think there are better covers in that run. Run. And I've always loved that Mignola cover there.
Yeah, it's kind of funny what you say there because I agree. That's just not my favorite cover in that run. It's funny because at this time I was definitely more of a McFarlane fan than Mignola fan.
Mm-hmm.
I've totally did a 180 since. But looking back at it and looking at these two covers now, I ended up going for Batman here.
What's the percentage on this one, Mike?
This one is 55%.
See, I voted for Amazing Spider-Man, but it was basically nostalgia because I remember when both of these came out and I liked the Amazing Spider-Man and I didn't like the Batman, but now I'm looking at them and I'm kind of like, maybe I should have thought about this one more because I do think that Batman has such a better layout. You're right. It was just the muted colors that sort of killed it for me. But then maybe Spider-Man's is too red. I don't know. But I went with Spider-Man in the end.
Yep. All right. Let's see where the winner is.
Wow.
Here we go. Batman 453. You have another chance to vote for it, John.
Yeah, I just might. It's really growing on me.
Yeah, see what it matches up against. I may just do that.
Yep.
A rare Mignola win.
Yep.
Over McFarlane too. Crazy.
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised at the percentage there.
Yeah.
Spider-Man too. That's Batman, but I know Mignola's not very many people's taste. So
imagine if a Batman's your first Mignola win, or not yours. It's what? Well, maybe you did submit it. Oh, maybe. All right, Mike. Sorry. Go ahead.
That's right. Next up, Star Wars Shadow of the Empire #2 from Hugh Fleming versus The Nevermen #1 from Guy Davis. This one had a 65%, or 65% of the vote went to the winner.
So this one was easy for me. I actually picked Shadows of the Empire first, and then I scrutinized the covers after. And I came to the conclusion I do actually like that Neverman. That's pretty cool. But yeah, you're not going to beat a Boba Fett cover with me. So yeah, I went with Shadows.
I went with Nevermen. Shadows. I don't know. What did they use? A dull paintbrush? I'm sorry. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. There's just too much stuff just shining and glistening in that one. And I really love I've never seen that before, the Nevermen, and I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. So, there's a monkey on the cover. Yeah. Nevermen.
You're muted, Pat. Skip him.
He's passing. I don't even remember who I voted for on this one. I don't have real strong feelings on either one of them, one way or another. I can't remember.
Johnny, you did the Nevermen.
Nevermen? Okay. Yeah. It's probably for the same reason you said, Mike. It's just maybe sort of a lot on that Star Wars, and Neverman's kind of simple and clean.
Hammerhead's on that Shadows too, and that Hammerhead was one of my favorite action figures back in the day too. I love that Hammerhead.
I think he was everybody's one of their favorites for a character that didn't even have any lines in the movie.
Right.
It seemed like I remember his name, and I don't remember too many of those just barroom guys' names,
right.
But yeah, I was a fan of him too. I didn't notice him there on that cover because it's too cluttered.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is Pat's mic working yet?
Yeah, my mic was okay. I was just having a little bit of interruption. I don't like that Shadows of the Empire. I even tried to justify it. Like I thought it was too bright, and I thought, well, maybe Boba Fett was sneaking in. They flipped the lights on him or something.
Maybe that might have been what happened. Yeah.
But yeah, the lighting just doesn't work for me for some reason. Everything looks kind of weird, and I really like Guy Davis. That's a great logo on that Neverman cover. And,
yeah.
So I went Neverman.
All right.
Let's see. 65% went to the winner here, and looks like Kevin's on the low end.
Whoa.
So we'll see what happens.
Nice.
It is Shadow of the Empire #2. Moving on.
Stick with me, boys. I know what I'm talking about.
That might be a character win.
Yeah, that might have been a character win. Yeah.
I feel like that's for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike. What was the percentage on that matchup there?
65.
Okay. All right.
Let me look ahead here and look at that matchup coming up. Oh, sorry. All right, next up. Daredevil #8, Joe Quesada versus Incredible Science Fiction #33 from Wally Wood. This one, 76% of the vote went to the winner.
Oh, geez, that makes me think something. That's for sure. But I'll tell you what, I definitely want this Incredible Science Fiction. I want that book. Does anybody know anything about this Incredible Science Fiction?
Wally Wood cover.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean this run, like, was this 33 issues of Incredible Science Fiction, or was it like number 33 of kind of interchanging stories like Twilight Zone thing or whatever? Does anybody know?
I think it was this. EC did a bunch of these different books, and I think this was a run of science fiction. They had other ones as well, some horror ones too. Now the
Where did
original.
that come out?
What's that?
What year did that come out?
I don't know. I mean, it's a 10-center. They've since reprinted these. They reprinted them in the 90s, so you can find them fairly cheap. The reprints, which is why I stumble across them from time to time.
Yeah, it's definitely cool, but I went Daredevil as well. That's a great Daredevil cover, and with Spidey, and I mean that's a tough one to beat, even if it was not something that looks so old school.
I went the science fiction because I just Wally Wood is going to get my vote a lot of times, and I found that I used to love Joe Quesada's work. And I've just found that over the years, I've liked it less and less.
Huh. Okay.
So when and it wasn't until this that it actually hit me when I was sitting there looking at these. I'm going, you know what? I'm just not digging that anymore. I don't know.
Huh. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I'm still digging it. It wasn't I really like that run on Daredevil, and I really like that cover. It just wasn't enough. I do appreciate the Wally Wood cover, but yeah, not enough here.
Yeah. Even though Spider-Man has some real big feet on that picture, I went with Daredevil as well. It's funny. I don't think I've chosen it yet, but like Daredevil #1 of that run is always like one of my choices that I don't think I've actually ever chosen. But this one's good too. But yeah.
Interesting. Some foreshadowing for Cover Combat 11. Got it. Yeah.
Maybe I don't. What's Combat 11?
We don't know 11 yet, but I just skipped over 10 because 10's blue chip edition.
Blue chips, yeah. No, it's not a blue chip.
No.
That Daredevil 1 cover, I got a quick story about that. They were having there was a Pittsburgh comic convention, and my wife and I were eating dinner at TGI Fridays, and Jason Mewes came into the TGI Fridays and had the original art for that Daredevil #1 in his hand.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's really cool. Yeah.
That's awesome for multiple reasons. Yeah.
That would have been cool.
Yeah. All right.
Let's see who the winner is. Moving forward. There we go. Your Daredevil #8 and Joe Quesada.
Yeah, I'd say that percentage would have made that one a little predictable. I'd be real shocked if something that looks that old school would take it away. Yeah.
Yep. I wasn't surprised by that one. All right, next up, Amazing Spider-Man 378 from Mark Bagley versus Madman #1, the Wizard Ace Edition from Mike Allred. The winner here, 52% of the vote.
I really, really wanted to vote for that Madman because this is my least favorite of the Carnage covers. I don't like this cover at all. I never have really felt this cover, but I think I ultimately did pick it. Can you verify that, Mike?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yes, you did.
Yeah. That Madman is just a little bit too mad for me, I guess. I don't know.
Too many reflections.
Yeah, too many. Yeah,
Yeah, there's such thing as too much of a good thing, right?
yeah.
I went with Madman. For one, I love it. I think it's great. And secondly, I'm not a fan of Mark Bagley back then, and I really dislike these covers.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Madman for me as well. That I did like Mark Bagley during that time. I had problems with his art, and there's a lot of problems with this art. That Venom is terrible in my opinion.
Yeah.
And yeah, these covers sort of. I hate Carnage too, so there's that. So combine the two and add the artist into the mix. It was a very easy decision for me. Plus, that Madman cover is cool. I like all those Wizard Ace editions. They're acetate covers, so that the front with Madman in the chair actually flips up and you see the image behind it.
Yeah. Okay.
Really like
Yeah, those are cool.
It's a homage to Charles Atom gag cartoon as well.
Okay. Mike, change my pick real quick. Do the math. Who won? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I didn't like Bagley at all on that Spider-Man run. I don't like Madman either, but I do like that cover a lot. Like I really looked at it and gave it a shot, and that's a really cool. I think it's a really cool layout. Yeah, a lot of fun.
Yep.
But what'd you ultimately go?
Madman.
Okay. So it sounds like we're all agreeing, but it just wasn't enough to sway me, essentially.
Yeah. And I'm not a fan of that little cheat move he did there with the background. Just draw a bunch of lines.
This is a classic Mike thing. It looks fast. It looks like there's action.
It's fast trash.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I actually, some of Bagley's stuff nowadays, I mean, it appeals to me a little bit more. But this, I just don't like this stuff.
Okay.
All right, let's see who's moving on here. We got stuff to do. Other ones to get to. And it is Amazing Spider-Man 378. And can I get a bump? Oh.
We all get to complain about that more next week.
Terrible. Your vote, Kevin. Thanks a lot to you on that one.
Yeah, Kevin.
That was
Way to go. He's like, I don't know. I can go either way. Let me just throw it at this one.
Yeah, that's essentially what happened.
All right. And next up, Sonic the Hedgehog 64 from Jack Lawrence versus Iron Man #1, Gene Colan. The winner here, 62% of the vote.
This one's similar to the last one for me. I really wanted to vote for that Sonic. I like that a lot, but man, I just couldn't do it over this. This is a if Sonic loses here, this is a matchup loss in my opinion. That Invincible Iron Man obviously is awesome and classic and so cool, so I went Iron Man.
Yep, I went Iron Man. I like the Sonic one. I haven't watched Always Sunny in Philadelphia yet. I hear it's good. I don't read Sonic. Kind of neat little gimmick there, but yeah, that Iron Man. I love it.
Yeah.
I've never liked that Iron Man cover.
Really? Daggum. Okay.
Corner box is awesome. But I've never liked. I'm not a big fan of Gene Colan's Iron Man. Period. I have no affinity towards Sunny in Philadelphia, but I just thought that was a well done cover, and my dislike for the Iron Man cover, so I went with the Sonic cover.
Okay.
I don't know what the heck you guys are talking about with Sunny in Philadelphia. I don't understand any of it. I don't understand why Sonic's not blue. And I love that Iron Man cover. So, Iron Man.
So it was easy for you. Got it.
Yeah, super easy.
Well, you've seen the meme with the guy looking
always
all
pointing up.
disheveled.
Yeah.
Pointing out that's a scene from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia TV show with Danny DeVito, and this is a homage
He
to
looks
that.
like Danny DeVito there.
No, Danny DeVito's in the show, but he's not. Anyway,
And to double down too, I don't actually think that's Sonic. I think that's another character from the book. That's why he's not blue.
Silver the Hedgehog.
Yeah, Silver the Hedgehog. That's
it is.
Anybody that can help us out, comment below. Let us know who that character is.
No, that's that. I know. I saw it when I was looking at the cover. It's Silver.
Oh, it is Silver the Hedgehog. I thought you just made that up. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, there you go, John. That's why.
All right.
Okay, I still don't get it because I don't know what it means, but I believe you. It's something. But I still love that Iron Man cover.
Yeah.
Still would have won.
Next time it comes up on my feed, I'll share it to you, John, so you can see it. Yeah.
I'd explain it more, but it felt like I was explaining to my grandmother how to run a VCR.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. Yeah.
Listen to you try. That was the funniest reference to try to sound young, like your grandma's out of it and you use the VCR. The fact that you use that as a reference, Mike, shows how much you're out of it. Anyway, okay.
All right, moving forward. The winner with 62% of the vote.
Wow, thank God.
Patrick's favorite corner box, Iron Man number 1.
Well, let me just ask you this, Patrick, to clarify. Okay, so obviously you don't like the cover. It's always bothered you, or whatever word you used, all that. But you can appreciate it, though, right? That's there, right, for you at least.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a blue chipper.
Yeah, we're gonna see that if it doesn't win this Cover Combat 9. We're seeing that, I'm sure, in the next one.
Yep, Pat will vote against it.
Right.
All right, next up, Uncanny X-Men 266, Andy Kubert versus Fantastic Four 51, Jack Kirby. The winner here, 57% of the vote.
I had the exact opposite problem with this one that I had with the last one. Obviously, that Fantastic Four is awesome and iconic, and I can really appreciate it. But, man, I've always loved that X-Men. It's one of my favorite, probably, of that period, too. So, yeah, this one was easy for me, although I felt sad for the Thing whenever I picked it, but I picked Uncanny on this
one. I voted for the Fantastic Four because I love that cover, and I've never been a fan of that X-Men cover.
It's the purple that ruins it for you, right, Mike?
It's not. It's just, I don't know. I've never liked that cover.
Daggum.
And everybody made a big deal about Gambit. I'm like, he looks stupid on that cover.
Daggum. Okay.
I just never liked it.
Yeah, that was a weird period for me. I was not digging Kubert on the book, and I didn't like the Storm storyline with making her a kid or whatever happened there. I can't remember at this point. De-aging her. So yeah, it was a very easy decision to go the Fantastic Four on this one.
Okay.
Yeah, so like yeah, I wasn't a fan of Kubert on X-Men either. I was disappointed that it wasn't Sylvester or Jim Lee. But that Fantastic Four is just super classic to me. I love it. And I think with the Fantastic Four, I don't know if I would love it as much if the title wasn't on the front,
Mm,
but I love it.
yeah.
It works.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I won't be sad if Fantastic Four wins here, but I've got a little bit of a cool story with this. Karen and I, whenever we were walking out of the Akron Comic-Con, there was a cosplayer that was this Gambit out front. So we got pictures with a cosplayer that was exactly this Gambit out front of the Comic-Con. So it's pretty cool. So I'm assuming Karen's with me, and she voted for the X-Men on this one.
She did. Yep.
All right.
All right, here we go. Let's see who's moving on. 57% of the vote.
Oh,
Uncanny X-Men 266. Breaking Pat's heart again.
Once again.
well, that's obviously an arguable blue chipper as well. So, you know.
I don't think this is the last time we'll see Fantastic 451 in cover combat.
Yeah.
I think it keeps losing first week. I don't know.
Yeah. It just needs that matchup to get it over, over the hump there.
Well, that's what I don't know how much thought you guys have given Blue Chip Edition yet, but when I think about it, just generally without thinking about it too deeply, I imagine most of them, far majority at the very least, is going to be old school, so it's going to kind of be in its element more. So I think it'll have a better shot, so.
I don't know. I feel like that Gambit issue could just as easily be considered a blue chip at this point.
Yeah, maybe. I would probably be difficult and dispute that one a little bit because I think when we get down to the nitty gritty and we pick, we can only have 48, and is it in the top 48? That kind of thought, so.
Or 63.
Whatever it is. Yeah, 63. Sorry.
Sorry. All right. Next up, Hellboy, the Crooked Man #2 from Richard Corbin versus Spawn 348 Zay Carlos. This one was up there again, tied with the closest matchups, 52% of the vote.
Wow. This one was easy for me. I love that Spawn cover. I think that Hellboy cover is cool, but I just love the Spawn cover, and Spawn's my boy, so easy for me.
Yep. I gotta look. Yeah, I did Hellboy, the Crooked Man. I like the Spawn cover, it's good, but I like Richard Corbin's work.
Yeah, that's a meh Spawn cover in my opinion. And even I'm not the biggest Richard Corbin fan. I think that's a really good cover. It might be the best cover of that limited series. So it was an easy vote for me to go Hellboy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I went Hellboy too, I think. Yeah, same sort of mass Spawn cover, in my opinion.
Well, the thing that I really like about that Spawn cover too is because that's a way you don't usually see Spawn. Obviously Batman, Gargoyle, you've got all these typical ways you see characters, and this is a different way that I feel like I've never seen Spawn kind of laid on a cover before too. So that made me like it a little bit more even. So anyway.
Breaking and entering.
Well, in a side back pose, kind of that cool thing he's got going on. More back matches.
Burglaring that place. All right, moving forward. Let's see who the winner is with 52% of the vote. It's Kevin's Spawn 348.
Nice. Sorry about it, whoever submitted that Hellboy. Good cover. Good cover.
These voters, I don't know. I'm not agreeing this week at all, hardly. I don't know. Come on.
Yeah. Pat, I think we were strong on page 1.
That's what I was going to say. This has been, I was stinking up the room for a while there. And then I've finally been picking the right ones here for a few, and it kind of was the opposite for you guys.
You were the deciding vote, Kevin.
Yeah, again.
Yeah. All right, next up, Amazing Spider-Man 122, another John Romita cover versus The Witcher #2, Jacob Rubelka. And the winner here, 71% of the vote.
So I hate this ASM because it, it's such a bad memory, like I didn't want to pick it. And it's like, but going with it being cover combat and just appreciating the art and stuff, but I really wanted to pick that Witcher because, I'm bitter about this ASM. So I thought about it real long and hard, but that Witcher cover is just not good enough. The ASM one for me.
I'm sitting there looking, going, no, I have you down for Amazing Spider-Man.
I took a long way around to get to where I was.
Yeah. I like the Witcher cover. The color palette, I like everything about it. Looks really good. But yeah, that Amazing Spider-Man, not beating it today.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jacob Rebelka, he's a really good artist. Look him up if you're not familiar. But this cover against that Amazing Spider-Man cover, sorry.
Yeah.
That Witcher cover is so close to being awesome, but it's just like unfinished looking to me. And that Amazing Spider-Man one's tough to beat as well.
Yeah. All right. I think a werewolf just got Johnny there right when he muted.
All right.
So we're all in agreement. So this is definitely going to win.
Let's hope. Fingers crossed.
All right. Thank God. Thank God. Okay.
Amazing Spider-Man 122.
Sorry about the dog.
That's okay. That's okay. But you know what I'm saying? Do you guys ever have emotional feelings about the book itself that affect the way you think about it when you see the cover?
Sure.
Yeah.
You don't like this one?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Sad.
I don't like the book, but I can appreciate how awesome the cover is. That's what I kind of had to,
so much.
Yeah. I mean, if I think if a book, even if it makes you sad, if it affects you emotionally one way or the other, yeah, it's up there. If it really makes me sad, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm devastated. Then I have a greater affection for the book.
Oh, really?
One of the very first comics I ever had was the What If Gwen Stacy had lived, and I didn't know who Gwen Stacy was or anything about it, so I got the What If before I got the actual story.
Yeah.
But now I especially the second part of that, I thought it was so good. And this is the second part, right?
Yeah, this is the second part.
Mm-hmm. I wish they never brought back Green Goblin, Harry Osborn. I wish they just left him dead forever.
Yeah.
I wish they left mine alone.
Yeah. Well, same. But I mean, the alternate universe thing, whatever. You can do that if you want. But like, I just never think they should have brought back Goblin. I thought it was such a great end for him.
Yep.
So many times they should have just let dead characters be dead. They just can't.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Can't resist the money.
All right, this is our last matchup. Going out with Bang, X-Force 11, Rob Liefeld versus Yawamushi Pedal #9 from Wataru Watanabe.
Nice job, Mike.
The winner here, 85% of the vote.
Okay. I actually dislike both of these covers equally, though. But I ultimately think I went X-Force unless I was feeling really, edgy, because yeah, it's X-Force, and I love X-Force, so
I went with Yamushi Pedal.
Yeah, nice.
Because I like Rob Liefeld as a person. I love his enthusiasm. Yeah, I'm not a fan of his art, and I really don't like this one.
Yeah, I like his art for the most part too, but yeah, this one is bad. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I think we all were in agreement that it was kind of a sour end to round 1B.
Yeah.
And I figured I was going to throw my vote to Pedal. What the heck?
Right.
It's
I went
just a weird. Sorry, Johnny. It's just a weird. The perspective there. It's okay, but it just makes where they cut it off. I think if you would have been able to see his whole body, I think it would have done it more favors. Apparently, I had to look it up. It translates to weakling Pedal. It's a long running manga, and it actually got an anime series, so it's very popular in Japan.
Huh. Okay.
But yeah, don't love either cover, but it went with Pedal.
I went with X-Force. I gave Liefeld bonus points because he has 6 feet on that one. 6.
Yeah.
Nice. All right.
Well, moving forward, the winner, surprising us all, or not, it's, of course, number 11, Rob Liefeld.
Imagine this wins Cover Combat 9. Imagine.
I doubt it.
Go ahead and put yourself in that spot.
I'll tell you, Patrick, Marcus also picked the Yamushi Pedal along with you and I.
This is the three of us.
Yep. So when he picked it, I was like, yeah, I'm not doing too bad as a dad.
I think it wasn't sold on the strain of the face either. The way his face is so strange. It looked strange. I don't know, but
was a weak peddler.
I tend not to like manga style, so yeah, just be careful.
Yeah. All right.
Hold on.
A bonus woe to end round 1B. Nice job on that, everybody voting. It was great. I think since we went an extra week on that, we got a couple extra voters that we wouldn't have if we went with the original cutoff. So we appreciate everybody voting, but make sure you get it in on a timely basis because, it's every vote counts. You can't tell as much as us talking about it. Yeah, it seems like one makes a difference, So that was awesome, though. Congratulations to all the winners of round 1B, and sorry about it to all the losers of round 1B.
Right. So before we start round 2, everybody's covers have been shown and competed, and these are basically winners versus winners. So do you guys want to take a shot at guessing how many the Xcellar family members are still left and how many of the world members are still left?
I'm going to guess it's pretty even, actually. I'm going to go.
Well, there were 13 family members.
Right.
They all submitted one.
Right.
And then we've got 7 world participants.
So it's a total of 20. So it has to be either even. No, even if it's even, it's going to be lopsided. It's going to be more. Unless, no, that's not true. It could be all 7 of the world still be in it. Oh, it could be multiple covers of them too. So could be all.
How many Xcellar?
Yeah. What'd you say, John?
Are we guessing how many Xcellar versus how many everybody else, or are we guessing family versus everybody else?
Basically,
that's true, Mike.
Oh no, it's Xcellar. It's Xcellar family. It's
Xcellar group and Xcellar family as one side
as one
versus the other half of the world because
I'll make it easier. Nobody from the world was eliminated.
Okay.
But we did lose some Xcellar because there's just one cover.
Yeah. I'm gonna guess 8 of the Xcellar side is still around.
Wow, so 8 and 5. So
That
5
sounds
alone.
like a fair guess.
Right.
I
You got
guess 6 of the Xcellar.
6. Wow. Well, it's not so doom and gloom. There are 10.
Oh,
So
wow. Okay.
3 were eliminated in 1 A and B, and there are 10 left.
Well, that's awesome. Sounds like from what I'm picking, if I'm picking up what you're putting down here, Mike, is it's still essentially pretty equal between Xcellar versus the world moving on from here, right?
Yeah, it's still pretty good.
Nice. That probably made your job a little easier as well.
Yeah, there's still, I'm still able to do matchups where, it's not Xcellar versus Xcellar. It's everybody still.
Right. Yeah, that's what I meant by
Yep.
yeah. Cool. Very cool.
All right. So
Nice
we're ready
tidbit.
Yeah.
Karen have to go.
Yeah, Karen has to get going. She works night turn. So thank you for being here, Karen. And I will try to pick up the background production duties, which means it'll probably be a train wreck from here because it was
Well, that was a smooth transition. It's happening.
She's laughing at me for saying. Bye, Karen. Have a good night. Be safe.
Bye, Karen.
All right. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Is Karen gone? All right. Here we go. First matchup.
That was me that time. I couldn't help myself.
I already know if that was Karen or not. All right. First matchup for Cover Combat 9, round 2. We have Daredevil number 8, Joe Quesada versus Web of Spider-Man 32 from Mike Zeck.
Easy peasy. Easy one.
Yeah, easy for me.
Yeah, this is kind of a tough one for me, I think.
Okay.
This one's easy for me too. They're very moody, though, both of them.
It's a pretty good matchup. Yeah, I'd say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we have Marvel's number 4 from Alex Ross versus Iron Man 1, Gene Colan.
All right, that one's tough for me. That's tough. Yeah, that's gonna take some thinking.
This will be. I have an idea, but it's not as difficult.
Yeah, it's an easy matchup for me.
Easy for me too.
I think I know Pat's, but I'm not so sure about John there. Okay.
All right. Next matchup: Batman Spawn, Gabriel Del Otto versus Moonman 4, Danny Earls.
Another easy one. Another easy one for me. This is a tough matchup for one of these books.
That's what you thought last time.
In my opinion. Yeah, I did say that last time too. Yeah, that's true.
Yep. Yeah, I like the more I looked at that Moonman, I like it. This is a tough one. It's kind of cool. I just noticed Danny Earls has his name. He signed his name on there. It looks like graffiti on the bridge.
Oh yeah, I didn't even see that either. Nice.
Yeah, I think this is a fairly easy matchup for me.
Easy for me too.
Sweet. We're gonna fly through these next week. All right. An easy one for me. Star Wars the Empire 2 from Hugh Fleming versus Uncanny X-Men 213 from Alan Davis.
This is going to be easy for me, but it's going to break my heart. That's for sure. Dadgum.
Yep. If anybody paid attention the last hour, yeah, this one's easy for me.
Yeah, also easy for me as well.
Easy for me too.
Oh, this is great. We're going to be voting
There
in
you
a minute. Next, well, except for Kevin, he's going to have to sharpen his pencil a bunch. Incredible Hulk number 6 from Nick Klein versus Wolverine 1, Martin Coccolo.
We keep going like this for this round. I'm gonna send you my votes tonight. Yeah, this is
Yeah, I might just send them right after this show's over. Yeah.
we're probably gonna end up eating our words here next matchup on. You know,
Yeah, probably.
easy.
It's got to get hard at some point. Yeah, it's easy for me.
Yeah, also
That's
another
actually-
easy one here.
Yes.
That's actually a little bit for Mike saying this is easy. That's surprising, based on the comments on both of these books in the first couple rounds there. Interesting, Mike. Interesting. All right, sorry, John.
No, it's easy for me too. Yeah.
All right. Let's
Can't wait
keep
to
on
talk
going. All right. Next up, Spider-Woman number 6, Carmine Infantino versus Avengers Twilight 5, Daniel Acuna. Or Daniel.
Yep, votes still coming in fast and easy for me. Fast and easy for me.
Me too.
Yeah, this one's easy.
Yeah, I guess easy for me.
Pat doesn't like either one of them.
Yeah. They were like, Pat, you have to vote for one.
Yeah.
All right.
Next up, Wonder Woman 96 from Brian Bolland versus Boba Fett 1/2 from Tim Bradstreet.
Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed for me. Yes, this is simple. Yes.
Easy for me. I'm voting right now.
I don't know. I'll think about this one a little bit.
Okay.
I'm with you, Pat. This is the hardest one so far for me.
Okay.
You know what's funny is these are all so easy, and if the ones that we vote for all go through, next week's gonna be hard.
Right.
That's yes, yeah.
All
And
right.
and when we all express easy on the same two books, it's been my prediction at least. It's been the opposite side of the easies, a couple times. So yeah.
Well, I think that sometimes one of us is saying easy and the other one's saying easy, but that doesn't mean we're voting for the same book either.
Right. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Yeah, that's what you meant. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, this-
Spawn 34, Greg Capullo versus Amazing Spider-Man 122, John Romita.
All right, I'm just gonna have to. This one's okay. This one's a tough one for me. I don't know on this one. I really don't. I know it should be easy, but obviously, just talking about this recently, you probably all know what I'm saying. And yeah, this one's gonna be tough for me. Yeah.
Yep. Easy for me.
Yeah. Easy decision here.
Same.
Nice. All right. Blade number 1, Elena Casagrande versus Uncanny X-Men 266, Andy Kubert.
Okay, we're back to the easy for me. I've got one that I'm going to think about so far. This one's easy.
Yep. I got this one.
Yeah.
See, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm sorry, Pat. Go ahead.
That's all right. Fairly easy for me here.
I'm gonna have to look at these. Well, I've seen the X-Men one. I'm gonna have to take a closer look at that Blade one because this one is not as easy for me.
But this is a new Blade book too. You said, Mike, right?
Yeah. Yep. Sorry, I jumped the gun on this one. Marvel Zombies 2, Marco Cicchetto versus X-Men Unlimited number 7, Steve Epting.
Yeah, another one that's going to be easy, but it'll break my heart. So yeah, then there's that. But yeah, easy.
Yeah, easy for me.
Yeah. Another easy one here.
Same.
Nice. Nice. I don't know if it's good or not that these are so easy.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, like you said, round 3 will be redonkulous. Yeah.
All right. Spawn 348, Zay Carlos versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 1, Clean Crane.
I like it. I like the easy still. Easy still.
I didn't vote for either of these, and so this one is a thinker for me.
Yeah, I'm right on board with you there, Mike.
Yeah, me too. Can somebody tell me what's happening in that Turtles? Like, what is that?
It's an homage to 340.
Okay, but what is it? Like, what's
Oh,
the
it's
object?
his.
What is it?
You know, it's how the ninjas have those claws. You know,
But none of the turtles have claws. There's the nunchucks.
this isn't one of the main turtles. This is a outsider bad turtle.
Uh,
You
Yeah.
sure?
he's got like.
No idea. I'm just throwing something.
His name,
This
name
is
is
a reprint of
Silver.
number one. Silver.
Hold on, I was
silver,
right.
silver
Oh,
turtle.
no. You were joking that time, right, Pat?
I was joking that time.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, because I thought you were joking the first time and I was wrong, so I didn't know if you knew something that I was pretending to know. But that's what it's got to be, right? It's got to be the ninja claw thingies, right?
I would say so. Yeah,
Yeah, but I don't think this is homage to 340 though.
I do.
Yes, it is, Mike. Come on.
There's no reflection.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's the only part that doesn't
Like it's just
exactly
a
match.
ripoff. It's a ripoff of 340. Does it say
No.
after McFarlane on it?
No.
Yeah, there's a fine line with ripoff versus homage, isn't there?
Yeah, the fine line is if they say after and then give credit to the other artist.
Bingo. And nowadays it's like it's so looked at and checked that if you don't, forget about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I kept trying to figure out what turtle that was because it's not in color, and trying to figure out what weapon that was, and I just couldn't figure it out. Confused.
Well, there is a color version of this cover.
Have you seen it?
Yeah,
What
I don't.
What color is
Yeah.
it?
He's red, just like all the other turtles, I believe. But
Are they still doing the all red thing in the Turtles books?
for the
Is it?
real turtles, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they?
This is a reprint of number one. Like number one.
Okay.
It's even printed the same size.
There was no other
Really?
turtle in Turtles number one.
No, that's why I knew Kevin was wrong.
I was just
What the heck
kidding.
is it? Now we're still trying to figure out what the heck that is.
Right. I
No.
was just making up a story. Yeah.
You know as well as anybody, Johnny. The cover has nothing to do with the interiors these days. So
Yeah. And this is a variant as well. So looks like it just has two long French fries sticking out of his knuckle.
Who
Who
did you say it was again? Mike.
Oh, Clayton Crane.
Oh, it's a Clayton Crane cover too. Daggone.
That's all he does.
Those could be feathers. I don't know what they are.
he's done a lot of homages of Hulk, that Clayton Crane fella. And it just so you know, the color version doesn't have a reflection either on the claws or whatever, the climbing gear, whatever.
Maybe that's how he got away with not putting after McFarlane, kind of like the way Ice-T's defense or Ice-T.
Vanilla
Which
Ice.
ones did Vanilla Ice? Thank you. I'm saying all the wrong ices.
Check it out on your VCR later tonight, Mike.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, Vanilla Ice defending how different Ice Ice Baby is to Pressure. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank goodness for these two covers, or we wouldn't have anything to talk about here. So
yeah, that's true. Okay.
All right. Let me find me on my list here. Okay. All right, let's go to the next matchup then. There's stuff to talk about there. All right. Amazing Spider-Man 39, Donner Media versus X-Force 11, Rob Liefeld. I mean,
All right, yeah, this might be, well, I don't know. The other ones are pretty easy too, but yeah, this easy. Easy
easy for me, but I wouldn't lay money on which
That's
one.
true.
yep, I agree. Easy, but who knows?
Well, we've got 4 feet on Spider-Man and 6 feet on X.
Who knows? Yeah, I mean, imagine the one that we think is going to win loses in this. And like I said, maybe my prediction will, I'll be able to say it again next week. That'll be fun. Anyway, we'll see.
If that does happen, I sort of do get like a it does. I don't know how to put this, because usually I agree with him, but I let Pat, because he goes before me. He takes the brunt of it.
Okay.
So I'm very sort of soothed by his upset. Like he gets like, oh, and then I feel like he helps calm my own emotions on it sometimes.
Nice.
Right. It kind of brings you back down.
Yeah. He just sort of shakes his head and just like, oh.
Okay, we'll see.
Right. We will.
And I'm quite sure Pat and I are on the same page on this one. So
I think we all are.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Here we go with Hawkman 6, Richard Howell versus Spawn 301, Alex Ross.
Based on the way the last round went on this one, I don't know. I might be standing alone, but this one's easy for me too.
Mm-hmm. I like both of these a lot, so I'm gonna have to think about which way I want to vote, because for me, these are both good covers.
Yeah, same here, Mike. I'll have to think about this one a little bit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know which way I'm going to go, but these are both good covers.
All right.
Next, we have Amazing Spider-Man 378, Mark Bagley versus The Crow, the trade paperback from James O'Barr.
Yeah, this might be a little. This might be a thinker for me. I'm thinking it's going to end up being easy, but it might be a thinker for me a little bit.
Yeah, I know which one.
Yeah,
as we discussed.
Just like you, Mike. Everyone knows how I love The Crow. I've talked about it all the time, so it's probably fairly easy.
Okay.
Figure out where I'm going here. I'm just kidding, by the way.
Could I ask you guys a quick question? Because this just brought this up in my mind. The week that you guys talked about The Crow, right before that, the Turtles beat that Wolverine Weapon X cover. Do you remember?
Yeah.
And you kept saying something about The Crow, and I rewound it like 5 times trying to hear what you said. But every time I got distracted by my own thoughts about how that Turtles book beat that Wolverine cover.
That was a heartbreaker.
And so, like, I never did actually get to what you guys were saying about. Were you talking about the new movie?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think I may have brought up the new movie. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, this is an easy one for me, though.
Yeah, man, that was devastating. That Weapon X.
Yeah,
it was so funny. I'm not kidding. Like, I kept rewinding it and then being like, but then, you know, when you rewind a little bit, it goes back to the thing before, and every time I would just get stuck on the same thing in my head, and I just completely ignore everything you said about the next thing.
That's funny.
That's good.
Yeah, now we're all sad about the Weapon X losing to the Turtle. That is such a great cover.
All right. Next up, Daredevil 1 from Scotty Young versus Black Panther #1, Mark Xcellar. So that's the matchup.
Interesting. This is an interesting one for me. This is not easy. This is going to be a tough one for me. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm good on this one.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, fairly easy, I believe, here.
I have no idea which way you guys are thinking when you're saying it's easy, though, either.
Yeah, I'd say fairly easy for me, too.
Huh, okay.
Well, this is a good matchup, though. I do think it's a good matchup.
I think it's an interesting matchup because of the contrast of, you know, different styles of art, but they're both close to the same quality of those different styles of art for me. Yeah.
I associate both of these characters with Marvel Knights, too, so it's just sort of interesting.
Yeah.
All right. We have one more matchup to go.
This is the last one?
This isn't. Yeah, what I'm showing you next is.
Okay, hold on. Let me do this.
What was that?
Jeez.
Oh, this
All
is
right.
what I meant to do.
There we go.
There you go.
Got Batman 453, Mike Mignola versus Batman 22, David Finch.
You know, there actually hasn't been that many of the setup you said about similarities and covers in this one. I think that at least none that kind of stood out to me.
Yeah, I think this one and some of the other ones maybe just real vague. I think there was one. But yeah, not as much as I think the first one both had Spider-Man. Let me find it. No. Oh, yeah, Spider-Man was on the Daredevil 8 and the Web of Spider-Man, but yeah, it wasn't as in your face as some of the others.
5 seconds ago, I'd have said this was easy, but based on that time period you were just talking right now, Mike, I think I decided which one, which means it was easy since I did it. So it's easy.
Wow, well, there you go. Yeah, I don't know. I can go either way. I think I have mine on this.
But it sounds like it's a little tough for you. Got it.
A little bit tougher than a lot of the other ones, yeah.
Voted for both, so I'll have to think about it.
Surprised by that, but yeah, I think I've got mine. But do I like Living Dead or Dead with Batman?
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Find out.
That's it. See y'all next week.
Once again, another sad moment every time it ends. But, you know, yeah. That's a good fill tonight. So, once again, Mike, excellent work. Excellent.
Oh,
work.
thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
I may be the only one that's enjoying the kid this, you know, so maybe you might want to change next week. I don't know, but I'm not trying to make extra work for you.
I like it. I think it's fine.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Well, Pat, you're outvoted, so sorry. Even if you vote, I don't know if you're going to vote yes or no.
I like it because Kevin gets such a kick out of it. So.
Okay.
Okay. Got you.
Yep.
All right, cool. You ready for me to take this off, Mike?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's see if we can run through this real quick then. That'll do it tonight. Get your votes in, which, Mike, did you have the post scheduled at a specific time on Facebook to go up?
9:45. I almost did 9:30 because last week we were like an hour and 28 minutes or something. I'm like, man, if we go on a tangent and we add 15 minutes, we're messed up. So 9:45.
All right, so at 9:45, the post will go up on Facebook. So get over there and vote on each matchup individually, or you can vote here. We've had that happen a couple times now, voting here. You can definitely start doing that right now in the comments here. But whatever way you choose, get her done. And in the meantime, like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell to get notifications of everything we post. Follow Xcellar Comics on Facebook, Instagram, and/or X, and follow Xcellar_comics on TikTok for a lot of cool stuff there. And you can help support Xcellar Comics cover combat shows, including the prizes that are involved with them, through Patreon at patreon.com/XcellarComics. And you can watch our next regular live stream this coming Saturday, 8:30 a.m.-ish. We're not skipping a week like we just started doing 2 weeks ago, because we're going to be skipping 2 weeks after that. So just like I said, follow us and get notified when we post everything. And then you can watch round 3 of Cover Combat 9, the Xcellar Group versus the World Edition, next Monday, July 22nd at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live. Although the consensus is no one watches this hardly at all live. So you're checking this out later, which is fine. Just check us out. with everything we put up, right? Right, Johnny?
Yes, sir.
All right, I think that'll do it then. Patrick, you got anything else?
That's it.
Mike,
Nope, it's all good. It's fun.
John.
Yes, sir.
All right, cool.
I think he recorded like 6 or 7 responses, and he just sits there and hits the button
He's
every time.
pushing. Yeah, maybe. All right, cool. We appreciate you checking us out, and get your votes in. Until next time, don't forget, appreciating great cover art is awesome, and watching cover combat is fun. So why not check out these cover combat shows and do both? Xcellar out.